this butterfly. It's so amazing. Look at the colour. And by the way, I've got the 2x zoom on, which when I tested this out previously and I watched the footage back, I was pleasantly surprised at how sharp and crisp it looked. Look, can you see it? Oh man, it's gone. Yesterday, when I started testing things out on Mission Pro 1 for the very first, Mission 1 Pro for the very first time, things were looking a lot brighter and a lot sunnier than they are today. As you can see, it's a lot more gloomier, a lot more white. And yeah, I mean, it's still muggy out here, still muggy. Definitely not as hot as yesterday, like I'm not dripping like I was yesterday. But what I'm trying to say is it's good because it gives us an opportunity to test things out in various different lighting conditions, because obviously, let's be honest, like things are not always gonna be as picture perfect with the sun blaring down as they was yesterday. If you wanna see that video with those tests, I'll leave it linked above and below. But yeah, here we are on a little bit more, oh, I spoke too soon. I just looked over and you got some blue skies. Right, you know what? I actually don't want the blue skies. You know, it's like weird in my head. I'm like, I think it would be good if we had just the white skies so we can test things out just with the white skies and the gloominess rather than the blue. So let's go over here before the blue starts to spread. There's a secret gardens that I want to show you over here. As you can see, like out here, people are just out here walking around on their bikes and all that, thinking, yeah, this is the place to be. Little do they know, this is the place to be.
Full of post-its in the ceiling of things I'd like to follow through, but I hold on. A visionary, sunlight shows an empty room. Long for what's to come, keep forgetting how to make it known before it's already gone. Looking back, the soon is how you know.
You're not gonna believe it. You could probably see it. The sun is out. I mean, I'm not gonna complain because we're always complaining about the weather. So I'm gonna be grateful that the sun is back out. But my dull setting plan in my head didn't go to plan. It's literally been dull all day, which is why I said, oh, this is gonna be perfect. As soon as it's almost like when you have in your head that you don't want it to rain, and then when you get to the place or you start filming and then it starts raining, it's basically like that. I'm here for it. I love the sun, don't get me wrong, like I'm so happy the sun's out, but I think for the purposes of the video, I just wanted it to be like dull. But anyway, look at this. Look how beautiful this place is. This is where I usually come when I am testing out a camera. I don't think I've ever actually shown it in actual videos because the shots that I do are all just test shots for my kind of reviewing purposes. They never make it to the final videos. But I come here because there's a lot of color and there's a lot of green. There's also a lot of shade, a lot of shady bits. So it's really, yeah, it's really nice to kind of test things out in terms of how colors look, how shady areas look. Sometimes also there's, well, not sometimes, all the time, like, I don't know if you can hear it. There's like, you've got the birds, like the birds, you know, like the birds. Can you hear the birds? It's like the tweeting things, the birds. So far, I haven't actually tested out the image tuning settings. So within the image tuning, you've got 4 different options: balanced, face, sport, and underwater. So far throughout this whole video today, it's been in the balanced mode. And in my previous video, it was in the balanced mode as well. And when it's in the balanced mode, the camera says that that means that it intelligently balances image stabilization, contrast, and other settings for great looking video across a wide variety of shots. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch it into face. All right, here we are in face. When you're in face, the camera says that it intelligently prioritizes exposure, tone mapping, and contrast around faces to ensure skin tones look natural, flattering, and properly lit. So, does it do that? Does it look any different than when it was in balance? This is how we're looking in the shade, and then this is how we're looking in the sunlight. Usually I don't like these face priority things, although it's not called face priority, it's essentially kind of behaving the same, I guess, as a face priority setting. I usually don't like them because they just do too much, like to the point where it makes the faces just look ghosty and weird, and skin tones not natural, unnatural. So the question here is, does my skin tone still look how it did when it was imbalanced versus now in face? One thing I was so happy with when I reviewed the footage back when I first got the camera and started testing things out was how natural the skin tones looked, which is an issue I had on, let's say, the Pocket 4, the Action 6 and all of that, because again, I'm pretty sure there's a face priority thing on in that mode, on those cameras. There's nothing that lets us, there's nothing to say to turn it on or off, but faces can't look that weird without some face exposure priority thing on. Anyway, so I was really interested to see how skin tones came out on Mission 1 Pro. And yeah, I was really happy. So I'll be interested to see, because I haven't even seen this. This is still the testing stuff. Like, I haven't seen this on the big screen, so I don't know how this mode is looking now that we're in face. Like, is it too much? Does it look better? Does it look worse? Let me know. I've switched the camera into cinematic now because, yeah, I'll be interested to see how the colors look in cinematic. So far throughout this whole video, it's been in natural. And to be honest with you, I could definitely see myself shooting in cinematic or natural. Probably can't see myself shooting in vibrant, which is the other color profile, because when I tested that out yesterday, that was just like way too much. Like, it was like exactly what it says on the tin, like vibrant, but like capital vibrant, like HDR-y. And yeah, I've decided to keep the image tuning setting in face. So instead of switching it back to balance, let's keep it on face so we can get, yeah, a true idea of what's going on. Like, yeah, I'm really interested to see whether having it in face is gonna make my face look all ghosty and weird. Another thing I didn't test out yesterday was the different field of views. So you got 3 different field of views to choose from. So far throughout this whole video, and actually the whole video in my previous video, it was in linear. The next field of view you've got is wide and then super view. So this is linear, this is wide. As you can see certain things up there, down there, that you couldn't see before. And this is super view. Wow, you know what? I can't even touch the corner of the screen. Like, I'm looking at the screen on the front. I'm trying to touch it. I can't even touch it. That's how super this shit is. Look, you could see so much stuff that you could not see before. Like, forget super. This is mega. This is mega. Wait, what's more, mega or super? I don't know. Whatever, whichever one. Like, you could see. Like, look at this. If you wanted to like show, like, let's say you were like vlogging with a group of like, I don't know, 100 people, you could see all 100 of you. If this whole lawn was full of people, me holding the camera up like this, I would be able to get all of them in. That is super. I've put it back into linear now. As you can see, I can actually touch the top of the screen. Okay, one more thing that I wanted to test today, which I didn't test yesterday, was the 50 megapixel photos. And what a more perfecter place to test that out.
Long for what's to come, keep forgetting how to make it known.
All right, that's it from me and the magic secret garden. You know what? I'd be interested to see how the face priority thing is handling the face right now, because don't forget, we've still got it in face in the image tuning mode, like the face priority thing. So how is the faces looking right here in the shade? Anyway, day 2 of testing complete. Slightly different backdrop, bloody hell, slightly different backdrop than I envisioned it being this morning. I did not envision, yeah, the sun being out, but it's here, and you know what? I have no complaints. I'm here for it. So we will get a dark, gloomy day one day. Trust me, we will. But yeah, still a lot more to talk about, a lot more to test.
Full of post-its in the ceiling of things I like to follow through, but I hold on. A visionary, sunlight shows an empty